Before we introduce our contestant, please subscribe to the channel to show us your support. Thank you.
My story doesn't start here, under these beautiful lights, or with this audience watching me today. It starts in Haiti, a place full of life, but also full of pain and poverty, where from a young age, I learned that life wasn't fair, chasing after a piece of bread, while the walls of my home failed to protect us. My father was my tormentor, hitting me with blows that hurt my heart more than my skin. And my mother never offered a hug or an I love you, until one day they simply decided I had no place in their lives and threw me out onto the street while I was still a child. Alone and brokenhearted, I slept on cold floors and empty corners, falling into vices that disguised themselves as friends, choosing paths that pulled me away from the little good that remained. But amidst all that darkness, a small voice inside me never went out, saying, "Don't give up. God hasn't forgotten about you." That voice became my refuge, helping me understand that despite my parents' rejection and the world's judgment, there was someone above who still believed in me. I am here not for pity, but to leave behind the street child, the hungry child, and the child of vices, and to show that I can be someone new. Today, I want to sing, because when I do, my soul is cleansed, and my pain turns into hope. Every note is a prayer, telling God, "Thank you for not letting go of me when everyone else did." I know many see me as small and weak, but tonight I want to prove that my voice can be stronger than everything that tried to destroy me. And if my story touches one heart or lifts someone from the ground, then everything I suffered will have had meaning. Thank you.
Not all beginnings hold the promise of a dawn. Mine was sketched in shadows where the sunlight was withdrawn. Under skies of vibrant blue, in a land called home. The walls were made of cardboard, and the spirit learned to roam. I chased the ghost of fullness on a dirt-stained floor, while silence was the language spoken at the door. A tiny soldier fighting just to stay alive, where the only certain lesson was the will to survive. His hands were meant for lifting, but they taught me how to fall. Her silence was an empty room that echoed through it all. One morning, the verdict, a doorstep was my bed. The child was cast out, the final words unsaid. I traded corners for a roof and hunger for a fight. The pavement taught me darkness, how the shadows steal the light. The poison whispered friendship when my broken heart believed, and every good intention was carelessly deceived. But beneath the rubble, a single spark refused to die. A quiet, stubborn whisper pointing to the sky. Don't surrender your armor, the Maker hasn't moved. This echo of salvation is the true, I proved. The alley taught me lessons that the schoolhouse never knew. How quickly faith can shatter, how fragile is the view. I saw my reflection in the eyes that judged my vice. They saw the flaw, the failure, the unwanted sacrifice. Yet slowly through the darkness, a simple melody became the only harbor that was ever built for me. The notes replaced the bruises, the rhythm healed the scorn. The sound was the assurance of a life being reborn. I traded corners for a roof and hunger for a fight. The pavement taught me darkness, how the shadows steal the light. The poison whispered friendship when my broken heart believed, and every good intention was carelessly deceived. I traded corners for a roof and hunger for a fight. The pavement taught me darkness, how the shadows steal the light. The poison whispered friendship when my broken heart believed, and every good intention was carelessly deceived. But beneath the rubble, a single spark refused to die. A quiet, stubborn whisper pointing to the sky. Don't surrender your armor, the Maker hasn't moved. This echo of salvation is the single truth I proved. I stand here on this stage, leaving the ghost behind. The boy of the hunger, the shame that gripped his mind. I'm not asking for your pity, just space to redefine this fragile vessel holding something truly divine. If my voice can be the lifeline to a soul stuck on the floor, if one heart finds its courage when it couldn't take no more, then every scar has purpose, every painful, lonely tear is worth the price I paid to find and reach you here. My melody, my prayer I'm singing for the anchor that didn't let me go.